I don't think many people would argue that there's something deeply wrong with our political system. But the good news is that the vast majority of people in this country know that and are ready for a change. And we've seen recently that if enough people in this country want something, it's very easy to get it. Now, what we need to do here is very simple and very reasonable. All we need to do is increase competition. And all we need to do to increase competition is change these 3 rules that are preventing that. The first one is called top 5 voting, which is actually very common in certain states and even around the world in national elections. The easiest way to think of this, 5 names on the ballot. If any of them get over 50% of the total vote the first time around, that's the winner. If none of the candidates get over 50%, the lowest one gets eliminated and they are tallied again until somebody has over 50%. This would be huge for national presidential elections and for congressional elections. Just take the 5 most popular candidates from the primaries and throw them in there. Boom, done. I'd say much better than just having 2 people and picking the person that you hate less. Next is these terrible primary laws. 29 states in America either do closed primaries or semi-closed primaries, which means that you have to be affiliated with a party to participate in the primary. And for those who are affiliated with a party, you can only participate in that party's primary. Over 70% of the congressional and Senate races were won in the primaries. And since primary voters tend to be the most extreme on one side or the other, this greatly incentivizes people in our Congress to match that extremism with the positions they take. And then there's what's called sore loser laws, which means that if you lose in the primary, you cannot enter a national election. Here's an example of another ridiculous rule. So in Arizona, Republicans and Democrats only need to gather 6,000 valid signatures to get on a ballot, but independents need close to 37,000 signatures. This is a campaign contributions limit graph, and it seems to be set up in a very complicated way by design. But according to the Politics Industry by Michael Porter, Democrats and Republicans can raise up to $850,000 per year for elections, and independent committees can only raise up to $5,000 per election cycle. Now, I assume this is what he means for the $5,000, and then for the $850,000, it's probably something to do with being per account per year instead of just per election. So it's all these crazy laws that jam this thing up so much, but all we need to do is open up the competition. And then with greater competition, there'll be greater accountability. Enough people know about it, it's possible.